Hi, my name is Wela and welcome to my world. I'm so excited. Happy Wela Day. I hope you're enjoying your Wela Day. I'm enjoying my Wela Day. It is episode 4. On today's episode, I'm going to be taking you through 10 tips that you need to know and make sure that you check off before going hiking in Cape Town. Okay, first and foremost, I know I'm looking cute as always, but when you go hiking, the point isn't to look cute. And because the point isn't to look cute, be careful of what you wear. I mean, you can wear whatever you want, but hiking up a mountain is not the same thing as hiking through the forest. It's not the same thing. When you're hiking up a mountain, particularly Lion's Head, you're going to be rock climbing. There's going to be parts where you're going to be on all fours. There's going to be parts where you need to shimmy across some, So I actually recommend tighter clothes when you're hiking up a mountain, because otherwise things are gonna get stuck, things are gonna be blowing, things are gonna get torn, and you don't want any of that. You want to be agile. You want to be like a mountain lion. You want to be unlike your other hikes where you would just wear like sweatpants and a baggy shirt or something. I actually recommend tight clothes. It just makes it so much easier. And also if you have a top that is long sleeve, like I said, for the parts where you're going to be grabbing things, you want to not hurt yourself. Again, with the difference between hiking on flat ground versus hiking up a mountain, if you have an injury or a disability, and because of said injury or disability, you can't like rock climb or you can't climb a ladder, then you won't be able to get to the top of Lion's Head, because like there's only 2 routes, and both routes you are going to be climbing a ladder, and there's parts where you're going to be climbing rocks. Another group of people that I wouldn't recommend is taking really young children with you. When I say really young, I mean like preschool kids and younger and toddlers. There are people that did bring kids, right? There are. I'm not gonna say which people. I'm not going to name names or point at groups of people, but you know and I know, we both know, those people bring their kids. But I would not ever risk it, because there's some pathways that are really tiny and there's no railing, there's no rope, there's literally nothing that is standing in the way of you tumbling to your death. I'm not putting people off of the hike. I think it's a really awesome hike, but kids are kids. Kids run around, kids trip, I trip, So if you're going to have little crackheads, just rascals running around, and then they trip and then they fall, I mean, like older kids, sure, but I would just leave the 3-year-olds at home, okay? The 3-year-olds can join you for a walk on the promenade, but now this tip is for any hike that you're going to go on, not just in Cape Town. Know the distance and the incline of the hike beforehand, okay? Like do your Googles, man. Do your Googles. And that's also why you're here watching this video, because you need to pick your hike according to your fitness level, okay? There's labels, and you need to look at yourself in the mirror and say, girl. Because there's different types of hikes that are different lengths and different inclines. This hike, the hike up Lion's Head, going up and down, is less than 5 kilometers, but this is not the same as a 5-kilometer jog. It's not the same. You are climbing, booty. You are climbing. Lion's Head in particular, I don't think is a very difficult one. I mean, it's not a walk in the park, but it's a reasonable hike. Table Mountain, I wouldn't recommend it as your first hike. Hiking Table Mountain is not for the faint-hearted. If you're in Cape Town and you're like, oh, should I hike up Lion's Head or Table Mountain? Analyze your fitness level, analyze the difficulty level that you want your hike to be, and then pick. That being said, like as much as I'm saying know yourself and know your fitness level, Also, like, hiking is for fun. It's not a competition, it's not a race, it's not a sprint, it's not a marathon, it's a hike. So don't let peer pressure or don't let anyone like force you into feeling like you need to speed walk up this mountain. Like, regardless of what kind of hike you're going on, take the hike at whatever pace that you want to take it at. Don't let Sipo and Jacques tell you that you need to go faster. Like, take as many breaks as you want to take, walk as slow as you want. If you want to run, some people are running up. I don't understand why you would run on a hike. Go for a run if you want to go for a run. Why are you running on a hike? It's weird. Don't be shy, hey, to take a break. There's benches every now and then along the hike, because as you're hiking, you are going to be out of breath. Okay, you're gonna be there and it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Take a break. Look at the view. Take in the sights, you know. And because of that, it's very important who you go with. So go with people that are going to be aligned with your vision for this hike. A lot of times I think people don't enjoy hiking because of the people that they go with, you know? Like, you're there busy trying to go on this hike with Usain Bolt when that is not the kind of person that you need. Or you are someone who wants to, you know, you wanna get at it, and then this person wants to like take a nice stroll and stop and take pictures, you know. So make sure that you're going with someone who is on the same page as you in terms of how you want to go about this hike. And also go with someone who's fun. Like, don't go with boring people. Some of you guys have boring friends. I went with my best friend. With my bestie, and it was super fun because, you know, we were out of breath together, we were laughing together, we were stopping together, we were going fast together. It's just so much more fun when you go with someone that is fun. So you need to pick the right person because, you know, do you want to talk on this hike? Do you want to not talk? Are you just quiet? Do you want to, I don't know, meditate and align your whatever? Do you want someone who's going to take many breaks? Do you want someone who's going to take many pictures? Do you want someone who's not going to take pictures? Do you want someone who's going to go really fast or really slow? Do you want to go with someone who is a morning person or who's an evening person? Like, don't just randomly go on a hike with just anybody, especially if it's your first time or you're not really into hiking. Like, you're gonna ruin it for yourself, so don't do that. Get yourself a best friend like mine. If you go to the comments, you'll find her comment there, because Lily's the first one to watch all my videos. Lily's the first one to comment. Lily's the always gassing up my videos, you know. So shout out to my best friend. Ask yourself, would I go to the gym with this person? If the thought of going to the gym with that person either seems really boring or really intimidating, then don't go on a hike with them. Don't do it. What's really great about Lion's Head is that it's really, really safe. Unlike other hikes that are just in the wilderness, there's really only 1.5. There's only 2 ways to go up and down this mountain, and the first half of the hike is like one way, and then there's a part where it splits and there's a slightly easier route and a slightly more difficult route. The more difficult one has a chain ladder. So if you're scared of heights or unstable things, then don't go to that route. Go to the other route. And that one has a ladder that's just a solid ladder. Because of this, it means that like you're very safe. No one's gonna kidnap you. No one's gonna steal you, because there's only one way to get up and one way to get down. And it's almost always packed with people, so you can't get stolen, which makes it very, very safe. So you don't need to like take all the safety precautions that you would if you're hiking somewhere else that's just in a more flat area, especially places where there's several routes, where there's like many different options and distances and paths to take. Those are more dangerous because there could be people lurking wherever. You don't need to pack your pepper spray, you don't need to bring your knuckle buster, you don't need to bring your pocket knife. you can leave those things in the car. So if you are going to be in Cape Town and you're going to hike somewhere else, then do bring your self-defense tools, unless you're like me and you've got hands. I'm cute, hey, try your mama, try your daddy, don't try me. Try Jesus, please don't try me. Pick the time of the hike very, very carefully, because hiking is a strenuous activity and you're in the sun, like you're in direct sunlight. It's just sun. Personally, I would recommend early morning hikes or late afternoon hikes. And if it's summer, then it means it's going to be very, very hot. But it also means that the sun is going to set quite late, meaning you can, and in my opinion, you should go on the hike a bit later. So in summer, I would recommend like starting the hike latest by 9, so that by the time the sun is at its peak, you're already finishing your hike. Trust me, you don't want to be climbing up that mountain with the sun here. You don't want that, okay? And if you're not a morning person, then I recommend wait until like 4 p.m. to start the hike. If it's in winter, first of all, I don't know why hiking in winter, but each to his own. If it's in winter, then really hike at whatever time because it's cold. Some important things for you to pack. I'm saying this because for some reason, me and my best friend, not for some reason, the reason is we are always in shambles. I don't know why, Lily, why are we always in shambles? We need to address this matter. But here are the things that you should pack that we didn't pack, but you should pack, okay? Water, duh, pack water. Enough water. Don't pack your teeny little bottle of water and think you're gonna be fine. No. Number 2, sunscreen. Put on sunscreen before your hike, but also sunscreen for during the hike, because you need to reapply the SPF. SPF needs to be reapplied. If you have any kind of medication, don't forget to pack it. I did not do this. Luckily nothing happened, but we don't want to work with luck. And also like a mini first aid kit. Not really, calling it a first aid kit seems so extreme, but you just want to pack, you want to pack some bandages, just like one in a box of bandages, because as you're climbing you might cut yourself or scrape yourself or trip or something. So it's really great to have some cotton wool, some Savlon, some Dettol, just to be able to and then importantly, pack snacks. Me and Lily didn't realize that we didn't pack snacks until we were at the very top and everybody had snacks and we were like, oh damn. We're like, yikes. And then we're laughing at ourselves because we're always laughing at ourselves, and we laugh in every kind of situation. Been through everything with that girl. We've been through it. We have, whatever I've been through in life, one of those times is with Lily. So we were there and we were just like, damn. And then we were laughing at ourselves. And then this really kind lady, Shame, just the sweetest, she overheard us because we're loud. I'm loud. She was like, oh, I heard that, you guys didn't bring anything and we had some extra stuff, so I just thought, let me share. That was so sweet, and there was, don't take sweets from strangers, kids. So it was all like brand new, it was in the packet, it was unopened. But anyways, pack snacks. You want to pack snacks for the hike itself and also for when you get to the top. Don't forget your snacks. If, like us, you forgot, there's a mobile video cafe, so you can buy water and buy some snacks. So not a train smash if you forgot to pack them, but better to just be prepared. That being said, don't overpack. Pack snacks, but don't pack as if you're going on a picnic, because it's really fun. It's nice to be like, oh, I've got snacks. We've got all the snacks, and when we get there, we're gonna have this blanket, and we're gonna sit and have drinks, we're gonna do this, when you're imagining, it's lavish, it's beautiful, it's amazing. Until you think about the fact that all those lovely goodies, you're going to have to carry them. Before you leave the house, pick up whatever you're carrying, like you packed, pick it up and walk around with it a bit and ask yourself, do I think I'm going to be able to make it all the way up a mountain and back down happily? This last tip, look, is really for people like me. I don't know, I just feel like I'm directionally challenged. It's a problem. But any hike that you go on, please keep track of the route that you're on so that you can get back. Because it's nice when you're just walking, you know, you're walking, you're going there, you're just taking pictures, you're having a good time. Then it's time to leave and you now have to remember which way you came from. And me and Lulu got lost. And like I said in the beginning of the video, there's only 2 ways to get down this mountain. How we got lost, I don't know. We were just there like, where should we go? Obviously, you know, you need to go down, but down where? I mean, we figured it out eventually, but make sure. Same thing goes for any hike that you go on, especially if you're going to, especially mountain hikes, because the routes are going to be very different. You don't want to accidentally take the path that was more difficult, the path with the chain ladder, if you know that that route is more difficult for you and you specifically avoided it going up. You don't want to take that route going down. You don't want to do that. Table Mountain is even worse because there's multiple routes to take. So getting lost there is even worse. But the nicer thing about Table Mountain though is that you can hike up and then take a cable car down. Lion's Head, there's no cable car down. So that is the one plus that Table Mountain has, despite Table Mountain being a more intense hike, is that you don't need to worry about knowing how to come down because you can just take a cable car down. Don't litter your muskont. Don't litter. Don't do that. You're disgusting. You're embarrassing. Be ashamed. Have some shame. Why are you littering at your big grown age? Why are you littering? Don't do that. You're nasty. You're nasty. Get it together. You're disgusting. Did you pass grade 1? Did you do life orientation with the rest of us? Don't do that. I wanted to show you guys my guitar. Okay, so there's no time. There's no time. Okay. Oh, there we go. This is my guitar. I don't know why. I just wanted to share it. Girl, relax. Anyways, I wanted to share it and like show you guys my guitar and tell you the story of how I got my guitar. It's actually a very short story. Here's what happened, right? The way that I got my guitar is the same way that I got red hair. So the red hair that you saw in the previous 3 episodes, if you haven't watched the previous 3 episodes, go watch them. Here's how it happened. I woke up and Brain was like, I want a guitar. And I was like, Brain, you don't even play the guitar, you know? Like, why would you say that? And then Brain was like, no, let's get a guitar. And I was like, Brain, we can't just wake up and get a guitar. And Brain was like, we're getting a guitar. So naturally, I got a guitar. The same thing with my hair. I hated it. I wanted to cry while getting my hair done. I was like, Brain, why would you do that? Why would you make us get bright red hair? You don't like the attention. People are gonna be looking at you. Also, like, what kind of color is that? Why would you do that? And Brain was like, I just wanted it to happen. So I woke up and I was minding my business, had no plans whatsoever to get red hair. And then I got red hair. It's always really funny when I tell people that I did music in high school and then they see the guitar and then they're like, oh, you play the guitar? And I'm like, no, I don't play the guitar. And they're like, but you own a guitar? I'm like, yes. And it's like, but you did music? And I was like, yes, but when I did music, I played the piano. It's like, oh, so you own a piano? I'm like, no. It's weird. This is the second guitar that I've owned in my life. The first one was the Hannah Montana one, back when I had the biggest obsession. I'll tell the story in the next episode's post-credit scene. So, to be continued, because I've got a doctor's appointment. Oh, she's gonna be so mad. Imagine my doctor watching my channel. Also, my guitar's name is Rita, and thank you for tuning into my video. Also, the music video for Good to Me by Monelle from her EP In Loathing Memory is out, so, you know, go check it out. I'm gonna include the link to her music video down below. And yeah, awesome. I've got to go. I've got to go. I've got to go. Bye.